Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Mashitoh Binti. In this speech, I am discuss the murder case of Isabella Guzman, a charming young woman who turns out to be a psychopath. I'm discuss the reason behind why and how she killed her mother and come to be labeled as a pretty young psychopath. When Isabella, then 80 years old, she told her mother in 2030 that she was going to kill her. Her mother became terrified. Isabella then went in search of her father to speak with him and seek his guidance because her parents had already divorced and her mother had already found a new husband. She followed his advice, acting one more like a typical adolescent, and her father told her mother not to worry. But when she was at home alone with her mother, she killed her. Isabella entered a not guilty plea due to her insanity, and the judge in the court where she was charged ordered her to send her to Colorado Mental Health Institute in Pueblo. Isabella Guzman is accused for stabbing her mother to death with a sharp object because she thought her mother wasn't really her mother and she was trying to kill a woman named Cecilia. This day, we can't just assess an adolescent by their outgoing demeanor because many of them struggle with mental health disorder as a result of various environmental factors. For instance, in the Altimiville house tragedy, the oldest son killed his entire family after hearing spirit telling him to do so. In this speech also, I am discuss how Isabella Guzman killed her mother with a knife. She did so because she had a grudge toward her parents for abusing her, and also because she and her mother had a major disagreement the day she threatened to murder her. With a knife, she stabbed her mother 48 times in the neck and 31 times in the face, causing her to bleed to death. When her teenage stepfather returned home, he opened the upstairs bathroom door to find Isabella standing perplexed next to her mother, blood-covered naked body, and it lay on the floor. When her stepfather called the police, Isabella fled to her neighbor's house and hid there. She was later apprehended because of a leg curl that resulted in a scar on her palm, and she killed her mother and promised to make up for what she did to her. She claimed that after leaving the Jehovah's Witness regions at the age of 14, her mistreatments by her parents worsened. She added that Cecilia is the woman she killed and that she is not attempting to murder her own mother. Since over a year ago, she had been suffering from mental problems that enabled her to experience delusions, which led her to kill her mother since she believed that she was not her real mother.